Box jellyfish. An almost invisible killer drifts through the clear ocean water, so difficult to see with the naked eye that coming into contact with it can bring you frighteningly close to death. This jellyfish, found in the coastal waters of Australia and the Indo-Pacific region, is considered by scientists to be one of the most venomous marine animals on Earth. Unlike the rounded body of ordinary jellyfish, its body is almost cube-shaped, which is exactly how it got its name. At each corner of its body is a cluster of eyes, making a total of 24, and some of these eyes are so advanced that they even have lenses and retinas. Remarkably, despite having no true brain, this jellyfish can consciously swim through the water and avoid obstacles. Its tentacles can grow up to about 3 meters long, and each one contains millions of tiny venom-filled cells known as nematocysts. At the slightest touch, these cells fire and inject venom into the prey's body, attacking both the heart and the nervous system at the same time. In humans, this venom can cause excruciating pain and may even stop the heart within minutes. For this reason, local fishermen and swimmers avoid certain beaches during the summer, when the number of these jellyfish increases near the coast. Quickly rinsing the tentacles with vinegar is the only effective first aid, because using fresh water or rubbing the area can trigger even more venomous cells to fire. It mainly feeds on small fish and shrimp, wrapping its tentacles around its prey and injecting venom to immobilize it almost instantly. In this way, this transparent and harmless-looking marine creature proves that nature's deadliest weapons are often hidden behind appearances that are almost impossible to see. Irukandji Jellyfish. Imagine a creature only 1 centimeter in size, yet its sting can leave a person in a hospital bed within an hour. This tiny jellyfish lives in the waters off northern Australia and around the Great Barrier Reef, and it is almost impossible to see with the naked eye. Its body is so transparent and so small that swimmers usually do not even realize when its tentacles have brushed against their skin. The most dangerous feature of this jellyfish is the specialized stinging cells concentrated at the tips of its tentacles, where they are packed much more densely than on the rest of its body. Although the pain may not seem severe during the first few minutes after the sting, about 30 minutes later a terrifying series of symptoms suddenly begins, known in medicine as Irukandji syndrome. Severe back pain, nausea, extremely high blood pressure, and an overwhelming feeling of anxiety strike at the same time, leaving many victims feeling as though they are on the verge of death. Remarkably, scientists are still trying to fully understand the exact chemical composition of this venom, because conventional antivenoms are not very effective against it. In 2002, the deaths of a tourist couple brought this jellyfish to worldwide attention for the first time, although research on it was still limited at the time. Some scientists believe that rising ocean temperatures caused by global warming are gradually expanding the range of this jellyfish. During the summer, special protective nets and warning signs are placed on beaches in northern Australia to help keep tourists safe. This jellyfish mainly survives by hunting plankton and tiny marine creatures, using its transparent body as its primary hunting advantage. In this way, this jellyfish, smaller than a fingernail, proves that nature's most dangerous creatures do not always come in large sizes. Portuguese man-o'-war. Many people see a bluish balloon floating on the ocean's surface and assume it is just a harmless jellyfish, but in reality it is not a single animal at all. It is a remarkable colony made up of thousands of tiny organisms. Drifting through the warm waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, this creature is classified by scientists as a siphonophore, which is actually a highly organized colony of specialized animals living together. Each tiny organism has a specific role, with some forming the floating gas-filled bladder, others catching prey, and others taking part in reproduction. The gas-filled float at the top works like a sail, allowing the entire colony to drift across the ocean's surface with the wind. Its tentacles can reach lengths of up to 30 meters, hanging beneath the water as they wait for unsuspecting fish or swimmers to pass by. Millions of venom-filled stinging cells on each tentacle inject a powerful neurotoxin into their victims, causing intense pain and severe muscle cramps. Even after washing ashore and dying, the tentacles can still deliver venomous stings, making it dangerous to touch even a seemingly lifeless specimen. Remarkably, a small fish known as the man-of-war fish is almost completely immune to this venom and safely lives among the poisonous tentacles. The fish gains protection from larger predators by staying within the tentacles, while feeding on leftover scraps, creating an extraordinary example of mutualism. If someone is stung, rinsing the affected area with seawater is the recommended first step, because fresh water may trigger additional stinging cells to fire. As wind patterns change, large numbers of these colonies can drift close to shore, prompting authorities to issue special beach safety warnings. In this way, although each individual member is weak on its own, the Portuguese man-o'-war proves that nature's most formidable organisms can sometimes be created through the unity of Thousa. Nomura Jellyfish. In the deep waters of the Sea of Japan lives a giant that can sometimes weigh more than 200 kilograms, more than twice the weight of an average adult human. Nomura's jellyfish is one of the largest jellyfish species on Earth, with a bell that can grow to nearly 2 meters in diameter. This enormous creature is mainly found in the coastal waters of Japan, China, and Korea, especially from late summer to early autumn. During normal years, their numbers remain relatively low, but in certain years changes in ocean temperature and nutrient levels can cause their population to increase dramatically. Scientists refer to this sudden population explosion as a jellyfish bloom, when millions of Nomura's jellyfish drift together through coastal waters. Because of their massive size, Japanese fishing nets are often torn apart by the weight of these jellyfish, causing major economic losses for the fishing industry. In some years, the situation becomes so severe that fishermen haul up their nets only to find them completely filled with jellyfish instead of fish. Although the sting of this species is not usually fatal to humans, prolonged contact can cause severe itching and painful skin swelling. Remarkably, in some coastal regions of Japan, this jellyfish is also eaten as food after being specially processed into dishes such as salads and pickles. Scientists believe that climate change and overfishing, which reduce the number of natural predators, may allow the population of this jellyfish to increase even further in the future. During its larval stage, this jellyfish can remain attached to the seafloor as a tiny polyp for years before rapidly developing into its adult form when conditions become favorable. In this way, this giant marine creature demonstrates how even small changes in nature's balance can profoundly affect entire ecosystems and the livelihoods of people. Cannonball jellyfish. In the shallow waters of the Atlantic coast, a round object drifts through the sea, looking remarkably like a cannonball, and that is exactly how it got its name. This jellyfish is found from the eastern coast of the United States to the Caribbean Sea, and its body is much firmer and more robust than that of most other jellyfish. Its bell can grow up to about 25 centimeters in diameter and ranges in color from light brown to a darker shade with a purple-edged rim. Compared to many venomous jellyfish, its sting is relatively mild, so it usually causes nothing more than slight skin irritation in humans. Because of its relatively harmless nature, the cannonball jellyfish has become one of the few jellyfish species that is regularly harvested for human consumption. In China and South Korea, this jellyfish is dried or preserved in salt and sold as a popular traditional food product. Interestingly, thousands of tons of cannonball jellyfish are harvested every year off the coast of Georgia in the United States solely for export to Asian markets. A small species of crab is sometimes found living inside the body of this jellyfish, using it as both shelter and transportation. In return, these crabs may occasionally alert the jellyfish to nearby danger, although the full nature of this relationship is still being studied. This jellyfish is an important food source for sea turtles, especially the leatherback sea turtle, and declines in its population can directly affect the turtle's food supply. Researchers believe that rising ocean temperatures and pollution may continue to change both the population size and distribution of this jellyfish in the future. In this way, this relatively harmless jellyfish, which has even become part of the human diet, proves that every creature in the ocean is connected to the vast web of the marine ecosystem. Mauve stinger. If a flash of purple light suddenly glows beneath the waves in the darkness of the ocean, you may have just encountered one of nature's most mysterious nighttime drifters. This jellyfish is found throughout the Mediterranean Sea as well as large areas of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, where its body displays beautiful shades of pink and purple. Known as the mauve stinger, this remarkable creature can produce its own biological light in the dark, a phenomenon scientists call bioluminescence. When disturbed, it instantly flashes with a bluish-green glow, a natural defense believed to startle predators and warn them to stay away. Beneath its umbrella-shaped bell hang countless thin tentacles that can extend several times longer than the body itself. The venom-filled stinging cells on these tentacles can cause intense burning pain and red skin rashes in humans, with the irritation sometimes lasting for several days. Remarkably, even after washing ashore and dying, the tentacles of this jellyfish can remain capable of delivering painful stings for a considerable time. In some parts of the Mediterranean, its population increases so dramatically during the summer that local authorities are sometimes forced to temporarily close beaches. Scientists believe that overfishing, which reduces the number of natural predators, along with rising ocean temperatures, are among the main reasons for the growing populations of this jellyfish. During the day, it usually remains in deeper waters, but after nightfall it rises closer to the surface in search of food. Feeding mainly on plankton, small fish, and fish eggs, this jellyfish plays an important role in the marine food web. In this way, this mysterious creature that glows in the darkness proves that the hidden beauty of the ocean often comes with a warning of danger.